Bleach X. That time I got reincarnated as a slime by HollowKnight. Part 7. Palace of the Hot Springs Rimuru. So this is the Ryokyu. Squad 0 member. That's correct, you should be honored. A former Simple Soul Reaper wouldn't be allowed here, and neither would a human. Chloe puts her mask on her face. Chloe. Rimuru-sensei is a lot nicer than these people. Rimuru. To think Aizen started a war to enter a place like this. Seal. The magicules here are higher than the Siriti. They appear to be on equal level as the Jura forest. Rimuru. So the world I've been living in is like this weird place. A thought enters Rimuru's head at the reminder of Aizen and the Winter War. Rimuru. Oh. Wait a minute, I thought you needed the Okayan to enter this place. When did you use it? A Squad 0 member flexes his muscles, confusing Chloe and making Rimuru think he's like Rigard. Squad 0 member. The Okayan is created with the power of the Soul King that he uses on the chosen members of Squad 0. It's our bones. In other words, there are two ways to enter the Ryokyu. We can either decide to let you pass and allow you entry, or you come here with us. Sosuke Aizen was attempting to create the Okayan. In other words, he was attempting to create us using his own reishi. He was scheming to create life, defeat us, kill the Soul King, take his place and become God. Chloe's eyes widen behind her mask as Rimuru Simple takes his mask off to look fully at the members of Squad 0. Squad 0 member. Sosuke Aizen truly is the personification of evil, however those Quincy are even more wicked than he is. Rimuru. Is that right? Rimuru puts his mask back on. Squad 0 member. Okay, you two stand there, I'm going to shoot you up now, don't move, if you do you may die. Seal. False for husband. Squad 0 member. Ready, alright, here we go. Rimuru. Wait, Squad 0 member. What, Rimuru? Don't you think we should get an explanation? Why are you launching us? Chloe. Shouldn't we go to meet this Soul King you talked about? Squad 0 member. Don't be stupid, you think two random people can go and just meet the Soul King? Slap. Squad 0 member. Pack, that hurt Hikafuna. Explain properly. Chloe. Random people. Rimuru. Rude. Seal. Grows. Rimuru. Hey, did you just growl? Seal. It was your imagination, Rimuru. Oh Hikafuna. Listen. Ryokyu can be used as a name for this entire place, but to be exact, we are currently in Ryokyu Amadasanda, which is basically the entrance to the actual palace. If you look there at the end of the road, you can see a building like a cocoon. That's the actual palace. The Soul King resides there. Moreover, those floating things that look like trays are the Zero Squad quarters, are castles. Basically on each of those trays there's a city the Soul King entrusts, as with one each. Chloe and Rimuru. Not the strangest thing I've seen. Squad 0 member. First off, you guys will be going to my palace, Kirin, and all of you. Chloe. All of us? Byakuya, Renji, Rukia, and for some reason a buff Khan. Time skip. After being launched and getting to the palace, they find out it's a hot spring. Rimuru turns into a slime, shocking the Squad 0 member. Rimuru spits out a toll and giving it to Chloe, and another one for Rukia before thinking and giving the boys a toll as well. They are all told to get in. They do as they're told, Rimuru being in front of Chloe, who is far away from the others as she doesn't exactly know them, but they also have towels on their heads. Seal. I've analysis ed the hot spring. It appears to suck out magicules and blood, placing the blood and magicules with the water from the spring. I am coming out. Rimuru. Wait, what? Seal comes out completely nude. Renji covers his eyes, feeling awkward. All things co-consider, the Squad 0 member looks at this in shock, wondering what this is, and Byakuya turns his head. Seal rips Rimuru out of Chloe's hands, who hangs her hands out as if begging for her to give him back. Chloe hangs her head before a fire-like aura surrounds and a tick mark appears on her head. She didn't go through the hell of constantly going back in time over and over again and again just to save Rimuru, then being forced to wait just to be denied. Now not by Seal, not by Hinata, not Shuna, not Shion, not by anyone. Her head snaps up, a fire in her eyes as she grabs a bit of Rimuru, as the two are now in a tug-of-war match. Chloe. I won't lose. Jumping to her feet, Chloe and Seal begin to fight over who holds Rimuru until Chloe loses her grip. Seal now holding Rimuru as Chloe sinks into the springs, defeated as Seal gains a smug look. Seal. You lose. Chloe snaps as the two are back at it. After a few minutes, Squad 0 member. Who exactly is she? Rimuru. She's Seal. I am Master's wife. Seal looks towards Chloe and then Rukia as if asserting dominance. Rimuru. She lives in my head. Squad 0 member. You poor fool, but since she's a part of you I guess you never broke your word on bringing one person. Rimuru smiles at this. After a few more minutes Seal decides to go back into Rimuru after putting one of the rivals and a possible new rival in their place. When asked why, she simply said she is the one true wife. After a bit longer Rimuru starts to look around. Rimuru. This place reminds me of something. Flashback: Ichigo has just jumped into a hot spring at the training grounds in Siriate. Ichigo. You kidding? This stuff is healing my injuries like crazy. Flashback: End. Rimuru. Tell me something, this hot spring, did Urahara ever do anything to it? Squad 0 member. Huh, that's right, you were his disciple. Rimuru. I wouldn't exactly say that, Squad 0 member. In this hot spring the blood is sucked away in this skeleton bone and is replenished in the spring over there. Rimuru looks over and sees a blood-red spring boiling with a sign saying Blood Pond Hell. Squad 0 member. By repeating this process a few times, the rotten blood and Ryotsu, they are both completely sucked out and replaced by the hot spring's water. This is my healing technique, so all of you spend the night here. Trust me, I may not know how the slime heal you, but spending one night here and you'll even be healthier than you were before. Squad 0 member equals Sentuki, the demon of the hot water. Tenjiru Kernji. Tenjiru. Oh, by the way, keep your towels on your head or your soul core will come out and you'll die. Renji. You tell us something that important now. Scene change. A kokan holds what appears to be a man as another man has entered the room, bowing down to the man sealed in the kokan. Man. Have you awakened, Soul King? The Soul King's eyes open. Part 8. The first Kenpachi. Knock knock. Naneo. Captain, I'm coming in. Shunsui is staring out the window. Naneo. Please don't be as asleep, Captain. Shunsui. I'm sorry, Naneo, but this may be the last time we meet. Naneo. Captain. Shunsui holds up a letter reading that Shunsui Kiraku is hereby appointed head captain of the 13 court guard squads. Scene change brought to you by after getting out of the spring, Byakuya chooses to stay behind as Rukia, Renji, Chloe and Rimuru all move on. Rimuru returning to his human state. Once on the pad, they're all sent flying into the sky. Rimuru grabbing both Chloe and Rukia, wings coming out from his back as Renji begins to fall. Khan is sent flying up as Renji thinks fast and uses Khan as a landing pad. Rimuru landing gently behind him, his wings now gone. Rimuru lets go of Chloe and Rukia. Renji. What the hell, Blueberry, at least make it seem like you were going to catch me. Rimuru. Why, Renji? You scene change brought to you by Shunsui stands in front of Central 46. Shunsui. Third seed Okikiba will be in charge of practical business and Lieutenant Eyes will follow me. They both know how to do their job together. They'll be my assistants. Central 46 member. You cannot just do as you, Shunsui. Every captain has the right to appoint and dismiss the lieutenants of their own squad. It was Central 46 that decided this. Central 46. Shunsui. Well then, can I proceed then? My first job as head captain is simple. I'll teach Captain Kenpachi Zaraki the art of killing. Central 46. What, Shunsui? Captain Kuchiki and the others have headed towards Ryokyu and you won't let me unbind Sosuke Aizen. We're heavily and hopelessly outdone. Central 46. What about that boy Ichigo Kurosaki? Urahara Kazuki managed to recall him, did he not? What was his new name? Rimuru Tempest. And what of his followers? Shunsui. We can't count on Rimuru and his group for everything. I was already against being him back. Central 46 member. Did you forget that even GENRYUUSA I tried to teach that monster the sword and stopped after just one day? Shunsui. Right now all we have to defend ourselves is Rimuru's butler, Rimuru's secretary, and a shrine maiden who is a part of Rimuru's group, and Sosuke Aizen. That's the biggest fighters we have. Knowing this and not knowing the full extent of their abilities, and with Aizen being sealed to a chair, do you want to try fighting in this war? Shunsui. Seems I've gained your consent. Then I'll leave Captain Zaraki to you. Captain Unohana. No, the first Kenpachi Yakiru Unohana. To be continued.